Number 17, Charity Field. Number 19, Jenna Rizzo. Number 21, Jenna Baxter. Number 24, Sena Kashima. And number 25, Shay Taylor. For Altitude, the league leaders, led by head coach Jesse Simons, they make 5 changes from that team that went down to the 1-0 defeat on Wednesday night. In goal, number 30, Dakota Beckett. Number 2, Sophia Ferreira. Number 6, Holly Whelan. Number 9, Bailey Dirksen. Number 12, Taya Dennehy. Number 17, Ava Ferreira. Number 20, Jada Thompson. Number 21 is Cassidy Anderson. Number 24, Claire Logan. Number 33, Emma Yee. And number 38, Aurora Hughes Goyette. Have to just check something with the goal on our right hand side. The official not happy with the setup of the goal there. The officials for this one, the man in the middle is Akbar Mohad. First assistant referee is Oscar Wazel. Second assistant referee Kareem Shoudi. And the fourth official is Chris Thompson. Sorry, apologies, that is actually the officials for the game on Wednesday. I had the wrong notes up. We'll do that again. The match officials for this one, man in the middle is Benjamin Ritson. The first assistant referee is Oliver Kostanen. The second assistant referee is Samuel Stewart. And the fourth official is Max Oldendorf. I was just checking the lineups from that game on Wednesday, which is why I had that one up. Those are the proper 4 officials there as they just finish doing the handiwork on that goal. As I mentioned, it's first place Altitude taking on third place Unity. Altitude played 10, won 9, the 1 defeat, and that came on Wednesday. 33 goals for, 7 goals against. They are the highest scorers and the best defence in League One. They sit on 27 points. Unity played 9, won 7, drawn 1, lost 1. 30 goals for, 12 goals against. And it's Unity that's going to get this one underway in the black jerseys with the pink trim and numbers, going from left to right in this first half. Altitude in their light blue, going into the dark blue shorts, going from right to left. And if Wednesday's game is anything to go by, this one should be an absolute cracker. Altitude had a first half penalty, brilliantly saved by Yasmin Pahal. That would have given them the 1-0 lead. In the end, it went down right to the wire, and it was a big, big goal that won it for Altitude on Wednesday. They came away with the 1-0 win, and it came in the 84th minute from Charity Field. Her third goal of the season, and a very, very important one as well. The core of these two teams, the bulk of the Altitude team are UBC Thunderbirds players. The bulk of Unity are Trinity Western Spartans players, and both head coaches lead those respective universities. So these players know each other very, very well. And there's always a fierce rivalry when they take to the pitch. And Unity know if they can get the win again this afternoon with that game in hand, that actually puts the L1BC title in their hands. That is how big this one is. A win for Altitude this afternoon would give them an 8-point lead, having played that extra game. So even if Unity won that game in hand, a 5-point lead with 5 games to go, and it would be very much in their own hands. With a couple of games coming up for Altitude after this against TSS Rovers. Unity played TSS on Wednesday evening. It's Altitude on the attack just now. Jada Thompson, she has been fantastic in League One this season as the cross comes in, easily dealt with by Yasmin Pahal. Sena Kashima on the ball just now for Unity, winning the first corner of the afternoon as well. It's an overcast day here on the North Shore. There's been some rain in the area. It's missed North Vancouver. It was raining this morning where I live, just over the other side of the Ironworkers Bridge. But it stayed dry here, and it's meant to be dry for the whole afternoon, if a little bit overcast. as Unity get their first corner. And it's Charity Field that will swing this one in. And swing to the edge of the box, it's flicked on, and it just misses by inches. The head there coming in from Tristan Cornell. Great opportunity there for Unity to try and get the opening goal. And the game between these two on Wednesday, if you didn't catch it, you can watch the replay on L1BC's YouTube channel. It was a very entertaining end-to-end affair, as you would expect from these two teams, as Field wins it back, goes to ground, looks for the free kick, nothing going from referee Ritson. Tia Dennehy now sprays that out to Aurora Hughes-Coyette. Powering forward here, she's got options either side of her, plays it out to the right. Nice little cut inside, the shot comes in, and that's easily dealt with by Yasmin Pahal. "16 different players have found the back of the net for Altitude so far this season. Jada Thompson leading the way with 7 goals. Bailey Dirksen next up with 5. And it's Thompson who is definitely one of the players to watch this afternoon for the home side. She's got a couple of assists as well this season. 13 different players registering assists for Altitude, with Avery Tulloch and Sheila Rasool on 4 assists each. Neither of those in the starting 11 this afternoon. For Unity, 11 different players have found the back of the net, and they are led by co-leading in the Golden Boot race, Jenna Baxter. She's got 8 goals and 3 assists this season, her first season as a Unity player. And she has been so key to how well they've done this year. Missed a little bit of time. She was away at the recent TST 7v7 tournament with a bunch of these Altitude players as well, so they're going to know each other very well. Friends turned enemies for this afternoon. And Jenna Baxter, the number 21 for Unity, is my Unity player to watch. They need to try and get her involved in the game as much as they can. Dirksen under pressure there, gets that one taken off her foot, played forward, and little kick coming in at the end there is going to bring up a free kick in a dangerous position here to the visitors of Unity. Been a good start to this one. Both teams looking aggressive in the early going. Both have very good defences. 4 clean sheets for Altitude. As I mentioned, the best defensive record in League One with just the 7 goals given up. Taking on Unity, who have the second best defensive record with their 12 goals given up. But it's the Altitude defence that's going to need to be awake here. Field sends another good ball when it's headed on to captain Elizabeth Hicks, and she directs that goal bound, but it's easily dealt with by Dakota Beckett. Sophia Ferreira up the wing there, looking for Jada Thompson, who puts on the Jets there to close down and knock that one in. To touch it, it's going to be a throw in now to Unity. Just comes off the foot there off Jenna Baxter. Kristen Sakaki with the throw in. Touch it side now to Jada Thompson. Holly Whelan touches that inside, tries to find room for the shot, but just has a sea of black jerseys round about her, and Altitude forced back. Ferreira now whips a good delivery, and it's headed clear dangerously, falling to Emma Yee. Oh, and she threads that through, looking for Whelan. It just gets ahead of the midfielder. This Holly Whelan's first season in League 1 BC. She's played the last couple of years in League 1 Ontario with Alliance United. Had a very good breakout season in U Sports. 9 goals in her second year with the UBC Thunderbirds, really came into her own and was one of the key performers for UBC in their way to that U Sports title. On the ball just now. Only has one goal this League One season. Tries to knock that through to Emma Yee. Altitude though quickly win it back, and first 5 minutes of this, Unity kind of in the ascendancy. Altitude settled a little bit now and bossing the game. Whelan tries to play that through to Dennehy, but important Unity boot cuts it out. Dirksen gets the loose ball out on the wing. Chases that one down herself. And a dangerous ball back to Eva Ferreira, but Altitude keep it alive. And a giveaway there, but it's immediately won back. Eva Ferreira, the younger of the two Ferreira sisters on the pitch. And their older sister winning the captain's armband this afternoon, Sophia, plays that one out to Jada Thompson. Oh, makes room. Tries to play that into Whelan. The shot was maybe on there for Jada Thompson. Emma Yee now. Oh, beautiful skill there by Yee. She goes for the curler. It's the opening goal. 10 minutes in, and Altitude have the breakthrough, and a piece of individual brilliance there from Emma Yee. Collecting the pass, had a lot of work to do. Some fancy footwork, made room for the shot, and the curling effort to the far corner. Nothing Yasmin Pahal could do with that. And 10 minutes gone. It's Altitude 1, Unity 0.
Altitude goal scored by number 33, Emma Yee.
Emma Yee, one of the few non-UBC Thunderbirds players on this Altitude roster. We've seen her light it up in League 1BC the last couple of years for the Whitecaps Academy. As here goes Altitude again. Dirksen this time with a shot, and just gets a little bit too much on that. And Altitude absolutely flying right now. That Emma Yee's second goal of the campaign. Still a long way of this one to go, and a long time for Unity to get themselves back into it. The important thing for Unity is to at least get something from this game. A win, as mentioned, and the League One title is in their own hands. A draw, and it isn't, but they're not too far behind, but they would be needing Altitude to slip up in one of their remaining 5 games. Reminder, if you haven't been with us over the course of the season, no playoffs, no championship game in League One. This year it's just a straight 16-game regular season. Whichever team is top come the end will be heading to Sherbrooke and Alberta in August for the League One Canada Interprovincials. Altitude have never been there. Unity have been. BC hosted those provincials back in 2023. They got the extra spot with League One Alberta not being fully up and running yet. They'd love to get back as champions, and Altitude would love to get there as the first time. It'd be fantastic pre-season build-up as well for either of these sides for the college season. And, ball trying up the wing from Sophia Ferreira. Big smile on her face as that one doesn't quite come off. Ball upfield for Charity Field to try and bring down. But it's turned over by Unity, and Altitude will just slow things down and build this one out from the back. Whelan now brings it down in midfield, but immediately closed down. Superb pressing play there from Shay Taylor to win that one back, but immediately turned over by Unity. They get it ball back as Hicks sends a High one forward field over her head, can't go for that. Not sure if Charity thought she'd also maybe just come back from a slight offside position there. Entertaining first 13 minutes, as you'd expect from these two top teams. We'd love to see either of these teams in the interprovincials. I think they would represent BC very, very well. Still no confirmation as to who will be Canada's representatives in the 2026 CONCACAF Champions Cup either. The assumption had been that it was going to be whoever won the NSL Championship, but CONCACAF have not given NSL that spot yet. Discussions are still taking place. The 2025 spot has gone to last year's interprovincial champions, which is Vancouver Rise Academy, Vancouver Whitecaps Girls Elite as was. So my understanding in the process is CONCACAF rules want leagues to be up and running for 2 years before clubs get a spot in that tournament. The NSL trying to argue otherwise, and if CONCACAF stick to their guns, it would mean that whoever wins next month's or August's interprovincials would be representing Canada. So a huge opportunity for both these teams, not just to get to those interprovincials, but possibly to get on to the international stage as well. Right now it's Altitude in that pole position, top of the table in the lead of this one. You know they were stung by that defeat on Wednesday night. They wanted their 100% unbeaten season. UBC went through all of 2024 unbeaten in Canada West, unbeaten in U Sports, and then winning the national title as well. These girls not used to going down to defeat, and it was always going to be interesting to see how they would bounce back in this one, and they've bounced back very, very well so far. But this game still very much in the balance. Unity playing some nice stuff, and a giveaway there pounced upon by Mancha Sidhu. Dances her way through, still Mancha Sidhu, and she just runs out of room in the end. Closed down by a sea of blue jerseys, and Altitude will bring this one out. Cassidy Anderson turns that over, but immediately wins it back. And Hughes Goyette now battling away, and a big tackle coming in there from Hughes Goyette to knock that one away. Mancha Sidhu, 5 goals on the season. She sits second for Unity, just behind Jenna Baxter. And Unity could really do with trying to get her in the game. And another key for Unity this afternoon is the number 24, Sena Kashima. The experienced 29-year-old has played pro over in Europe, in Lithuania, in the Czech Republic. She's played in the UEFA Women's Champion League over there. And she has been fantastic this season. 4 goals, third on the team, and leading the team with 6 assists as well. Leading League 1BC, or co-leading League 1BC in that category. Play just stopped for the foul there, and a little bit of wardrobe repair on the Altitude side. We'll see some minutes added on here. And from an Altitude point of view, we'll slow things down perfectly for them as well. They have had a very good start. They've been in the ascendancy for a big bulk of this. Altitude under a little bit of pressure the last few minutes, and they'll want to try and get back on the front foot from this free kick. Dirksen tries to play the return pass up the wing to Hughes Goyette. Well blocked though in the end from Jenna Rizzo. Altitude will just have to settle for the throw-in midway in the Unity half. Anderson battling away. One of the younger players on this Altitude side, the 18-year-old, a rookie last year at Guelph Griffins. Dennehy will look to send this free kick high into the Unity box. Dennehy delivers a good one, looking for Ferreira, and the clearance comes crashing off. Cassidy Anderson there just gets up as if nothing had happened. It brought lots of oohs from the crowd, as you probably heard there. I'd have been down on the grass for ages on that one. Just keeping an eye on her just to make sure she looks okay. Referee just checking as well, and that came at her at some force as well. One of the smaller players on the pitch, just 5'4", Cassidy Anderson. Possibly lost an inch from the ball whacking her so hard there. Unity try to get that going up the left wing to field. She's forced back. Little shove in the back. Will bring the free kick up for the visitors just inside their own half. Hicks sprays that out to the right wing this time for Sadu to try and chase down, but Ferreira over to deal with that. Ball back though to Beckett, who was closed down very fast from Jenna Baxter. Just spent a little bit too much time on the ball there. Was unable to hold on to the ball for what proved to be the winning goal on Wednesday night. Came up with a save, just couldn't hold on to the ball, spilled away from her, and Charity Field was right there in the 6-yard box to fire that one home. This is the 8th meeting between these two sides in League 1BC. Unity have won 5 of them, Altitude just the 1, and then 1 solitary draw. Can't really read too much into those previous head-to-head meetings though, because it is a very different Unity women's side this year. Jesse Simons coming in on the women's side, bringing the bulk of his UBC Thunderbirds roster with him, sprinkling in some experienced veterans, some Whitecaps alumni, and also some very good local talent. Unity always been tied up with Trinity Western, making the move from Langley to Surrey last year, and then having that close tie-up now with Surrey United, who do so much good work on the youth side out in the valley. Whelan now under the attention of Taylor, manages to get it back. Cross comes in, but cleared off the back though of Dennehy, and that allows Altitude to pick up the loose ball. Anderson showing no ill effects from that whack she took a few moments ago. Thompson now knocked it to the inside, tried to knock it back to the outside, but that was well done by Sakaki. Anderson again chips this one forward, just too much on that, and that will run through to Yasmin Pahal, 20-year-old goalkeeper from Surrey, 3 years under her belt in the college game with Trinity Western, becoming their starter last year after being the backup keeper for her first 2 years with the Spartans. This Pahal's 7th appearance of the season. Just the one clean sheet so far for her. But what an important one it was on Wednesday against Altitude. And as mentioned at the start, big penalty save as well from Yasmin. That's a great diagonal ball for Dirksen to get onto. Battling away there, Dirksen, a little bit too aggressively, according to referee Ritson. You'd expect that though from Bailey Dirksen. Got into soccer when her teacher told her that she was too competitive not to go into sports, and she's played since she was 6 years old. And having watched her come through the youth ranks and then making the move, staying here in Canada, choosing UBC over some NCAA schools that were interested, has really thrived under Jessie Simons. Back-to-back U Sports national titles for Bailey Dirksen in her first 2 years with the programme. Field now, great block there by Ferreira. That's a little kick out there from Field, and just a talking to from the referee. I was sure that was going to bring up a yellow card.
I thought you already gave her the warning.
And yeah, heard the shout there, which I would echo as well. It's like that is her second warning of the game for Charity Field, and for me that definitely should have been a yellow card. Benjamin Ritson keeping his cards in his pocket for now. Takes a lot to send Sofia Ferreira to the deck. Altitude now get a chance to bring this one out. It's up the wing for Emma Yee. She's got space in front of her to run here. A couple of options inside. Yee, the goal scorer, goes herself looking for a second here, and it just gets knocked off her foot at the last second from Elizabeth Hicks. Dirksen now goes for goal and curls it off the left-hand post. I thought that was going to be nestling into the far corner there from my angle. Just didn't quite have enough curl on it in the end, and crashes off the left-hand post, and Unity dodged a bullet there, but Unity keeping the pressure on. Hughes Goyette back to Dirksen. Cuts it back for Dennehy. She can't get room for the shot. Dirksen now plays that back a bit too fast, but Thompson now going into the box. Big tackle there from Elizabeth Hicks, and she had to time that one right, which she did, to knock that one away from Dennehy. Yee now, beautiful turn. Oh, and that's just inches away from getting brought down by Whelan. Whelan gets it back now, makes room for the shot, goes for goal, and she finds the bottom corner. And it's 2-0 for Altitude. A sustained piece of pressure there from the home side, getting its reward in the 27th minute. And a beautiful finish from Holly Whelan. And it's Altitude 2, Unity now. And Altitude take a big step to having an 8-point lead at the end of this weekend in League 1BC. I spoke earlier, Holly Whelan.
Altitude goal scored by number 6, Holly Whelan.
Just one goal so far in this League 1B season, her second one there. And a couple of assists to her name as well this year. And I spoke about the good college season Holly Whelan had with UBC. One of the number of players on this Altitude team that were away at the Street Ball 7v7 tournament recently as well. She played there in 2024 and came through the youth system out with Markham in Ontario. One of the few non-BC players that were recruited by Jessie Simons to UBC and has really started to come into her own. They're still just 19. And the midfielder has a bright future ahead of her. And on the score sheet with her second goal, Emma Yee got things off and running. If you're late joining us, just 10 minutes in. Yee, her first year in League One with altitude, having played the previous 3 with the Whitecaps. And that was a good spell of sustained pressure from altitude that led to that goal. They were knocking on the door, eventually finding the breakthrough, and now a lot to do for Graham Roxburgh's side. They were the better team on Wednesday, deserved that victory. Altitude did have their chances, especially in the first half, aside from that saved penalty. Altitude need to find some of that play now in this one. This Altitude, they've got their tails up right now, and it's Dirksen powering into the box, cuts inside, goes for the shot. The rebound, she almost picks that up as it comes off the back of Erin Stewart. Altitude sensing blood just now. I mentioned at the start, I said that Altitude were the highest scorers as well as the best defence. I forgot that the Rise had banged some goals in recently, and they have just overtaken them as the highest scorers, but I'm pretty sure Altitude will want to get that title back as well. And they might even get it this afternoon, but not if they stray offside like Bailey Dirksen did there. We've got back-to-back weekends here at Kinsman Field for League 1BC featured game action. Next Sunday, back here at Kinsman for what should be a couple of tasty clashes as Altitude host TSS Rovers. Sadhu now gets the ball, makes room for the shot, and just fires that one high and over. Charity Field played Sadhu in superbly there, and Field just puts her hands to her head. Sadhu needed to get that one on target. Fired that high and wide in the end. Fantastic skill there from Dirksen. Powers into the box once again, keeps hold of it, wheeling, loose ball falls there, and it's off the bar from Anderson. Anderson gets onto the rebound, and she can't get that one on target. I thought she'd hit that over, and then it just fell at the last second right onto the bar. Pahal didn't have that covered at all, and that rebound could have gone anywhere. Cassidy Anderson close to getting on that. She's already got 1 goal to her name so far this season, looking for her second there. Unity though, they know they have to get the next goal, and this next goal is absolutely crucial in this game. Kashima gets a bit of power taken off that shot in the end. Brilliantly brought down from Jada Thompson. Back inside to Cassidy Anderson. Good movement once again here from Altitude. Comes out to Sophia Ferrer. She's got time here to send the perfect ball into the box. It's just behind Dirksen in the end. But Dirksen comes out the box to bring this one down. Hits the byline beautifully. Cuts it back. And it's cut out by Erin Stewart. Altitude piling the pressure on here. Bailey Dirksen in the thick of a lot of the action that's going on just now as well. Dirksen with 5 goals and 1 assist on the year so far for Altitude. And that shot coming in isn't going to trouble Pahal, well wide in the end. Unity playing out the back and living a little bit dangerously, but get away with it. Now they get a chance to break. Kashima puts on a bit of speed. Good recovery play though. The shot comes in the end, and it's parried and recovered by Beckett Sadu. Firing that first time, it was a great move. The ball coming in from Kashima, and Sadu almost getting the breakthrough there for Unity, but Dakota Beckett more than a match in the end and was quick to pounce on the rebound as well. That's more like it though from Unity. Claire Logan touches that one forward to Whelan again. Makes room for the shot. Pahal quickly down to her left though. Keep hold of that one. And the keeper distributes that quickly out. Chance now for Unity to get something going. Held up though a little bit as they looked like they were going to switch it, and in the end it's played up the right wing to nobody in a black jersey at all. Dirksen over on the left hand side now. Touch inside to Yi. Yi making the overlapping run. Dirksen keeping hold of it. She has got Yi out to her left if she wants to find her, and she does now. Yi, 1 goal already today. Beautiful ball back in to Dirksen, who can't, to Whelan, who can't make room to get the shot off there. But Altitude keep it alive. Hughes Goyette now. It's a good delivery. Headed clear by Hicks. Dirksen though at the back of the box to collect it. Gets a return ball back from Ferreira, and her cross cut out from Kristen Sakaki now. It's up for Charity Field to try and chase down. The battle of the 17s, and Charity Field wins that one. Hits the byline, cuts it back, looking to try and get that one played into Shea Taylor, but Taya Dennehy over to cut the danger out, and Unity will just have to settle for a throw-in deep in the Altitude half instead. 37th minute already of this one. It has absolutely flown by. You know the action's been good when this is one of the few times I've actually looked up the scoreboard clock to see what time we're at. Field now gets the loose ball, can't bring it down, just too much traffic in front of her. And Altitude clear. Yi now. Tries to knock it past Hicks. And Yi, we know she's an aggressive player. We've seen that in her time with the Whitecaps in the last couple of years. Just going right through the back of Elizabeth Hicks there. Big smile on Emma Yi's face. 18-year-old coming off her rookie season with the University of Illinois. 18 matches played, 14 of them starts, with a goal and 2 assists to show for it. She'll be looking to build upon that in her sophomore season down in Illinois. Ferreira just unable to keep that one in. Unity want to quickly get onto it. They want to try and reduce this deficit before half time. Ball played up, looking for Field. It's a nice touch inside to Baxter, but the flag up on the near side. Gemma Baxter just strayed offside there. It's been such a fast-paced game and never even got a chance to say if you want to get in touch during the broadcast. You can do so on Twitter at AFTN Canada, AFTN Canada, or if that's not your thing, you can shoot me an email, aftncanada@hotmail.com. Let us know if you're enjoying the game, which why wouldn't you be? It's been absolutely fantastic entertainment so far. Where you're taking the action in from this afternoon. If you want to talk about the League 1BC season, or give a shout out to any of the players. We love to make these broadcasts interactive, so please do get in touch. Remember, you can follow the action all season long by downloading the League One Canada app, available for free in Apple and Android stores. You'll get the latest scores, teams, standings and more for League 1BC, League 1 Alberta and League 1 Ontario. Check out all the latest news, stats and more on league1bc.ca. Ty Dennehy standing over this free kick. You'll send another high one into the edge of the box. Looking for Ferreira again. It falls to Cassidy Anderson. Plays that back to Whelan. Immediately under pressure, forced back, and Unity doing well with their pressing, but Altitude keeping the ball alive. Hughes Goyette. An Altitude original, cuts that one back, it's loose in the box, no one in a blue jersey can get a foot on it. And Hicks in the end with an important foot to get that one out. Altitude will pick up the loose ball and they'll keep the pressure on here. Ferreira, lovely first time touch inside to Dirksen. Cuts it back, looking for some movement. Ferreira giving her that option now. What a great delivery from Sophia Ferreira into the back post, and just Thompson just couldn't get through the two defenders to get onto the edge of that one, and now Unity will get a chance to bring it out. We're into the final 5 of a pulsating first half here at Kinsman Field. Whelan chips that forward to Thompson to run onto. Unity have done a good job of kind of negating the threat of Jada Thompson this afternoon. 7 goals and 2 assists on the year for Jada Thompson, and her pace is electric when given a chance to run. Graham Roxburgh will be very aware of that from going up against her at the college level, and he's had a good game plan to keep her quiet. The problem though for Unity is if you keep one of these dangerous attackers quiet, you've got other ones that are going to rise to the occasion. That has been the case this afternoon as the ball cuts back to Whelan, who looks for her second of the afternoon. This time her flashing shot held by Yasmin Pahal. It's going to come straight back in to the Unity half, and the ball all the way back to Pahal again. Cornell sends that forward to Field. She can't keep hold of it, and now it's a chance here for Whelan to bring it forward. Through ball to Dirksen. She spins, gets it out of the grass in the end. Outside now to Jada Thompson. This is again beautiful ball movement here. Dirksen cut inside, too much traffic for the shot. Hughes Goyette now sends a dangerous ball across the face of the goal, and Anderson just can't connect, but good hustle there from Cassidy Anderson to get onto that, and Sophia Ferreira ends up getting too much on that, and that will just carry behind for a Unity goal kick. But the ball movement from Altitude in this first 45 has been an absolute joy to watch out there. Their quick interplay, having a lot of success and really testing this Unity team. It's a much better performance from Altitude than what we saw in Cloverdale on Wednesday. Different surface, of course, as well. An artificial one in Cloverdale. A bumpy, bobbly grass one here at Kinsman. As I always say when we do the games from here, if you've never got out to take a game in here at Kinsman, get to the North Shore, take in an Altitude game. It's a beautiful setting. It's a beautiful venue. It's one of my favourites in BC. Always enjoy the games here, and the slope of the pitch, the bump of the pitch just adds as well, I think, something to it. One of just two teams that play on a grass surface in League 1 BC, the other one's TSS at Swangard. Sadu trying to give that one back to Sakaki, but didn't quite get the right direction on it. It's cleared out though, and Altitude will have to now defend a throw-in. Sadu, nice bit of footwork there from Manchester Sadu, and it was a good curling shot. Crashes off the back though of Eva Ferreira, and then she gets on to that cutback and just sends that one deep into the Unity half as we enter the last minute of regulation time here in the first half. There'll be a few minutes added on for the couple of stoppages that we had. 2 or 3 would be my guess, but we'll keep an eye on the fourth official as Altitude get themselves a free kick to end the first half here. Can they add to their tally? Tia Dennehy again on set piece delivery. Chipping that in once again, looking for Sofia Ferreira. That certainly has been their go-to move at these free kicks in the first half. And it's just 1 minute a time to get added on. I mean, it felt like there was more than a minute for the footwear adjustment that we had early in the half. I was expecting at least 2, but just a few seconds now for Unity to try and get something back before half-time. Baxter spoke about how well Altitude have had their threat in Jada Thompson negated. Jenna Baxter hasn't really been a threat in this one. Anderson plays that forward, not really getting the direction she wanted on it, and just in the death throes now of first half stoppage time. Referee's already glanced at his watch. Maybe time for one last chance here as Erin Stewart plays it out to the wing to Kashima. On quick back there, backtracking from Jada Thompson to take that off Kashima's foot. And there it goes, the half-time whistle. And it's been a fantastic first half display from the league leaders of Altitude. Emma Yee got them off and running 10 minutes in. It was 1-0. Holly Whelan made it 2 with a nice finish after some good sustained pressure from Altitude in the 27th minute. That's where things stand at the half. A lot of work to do for Graham Roxburgh and his Unity side if they're going to get back into this one. Altitude sitting pretty right now. We'll be back in 15 minutes with the second half of this one. It's already been a cracker. You don't want to miss it.
We would like to give them a big shout out. Thank you very much to Davies Home Health Care. Not to mention our Canadian brain performers and their plasticity centers have a ton set up over here for the Beer Tent. Please come over and check them out if you'd like to learn more. Our barbecue tent is currently open as well for anyone wanting a hot dog or a hamburger. Go out to the main entrance door, grab yourself a hot dog, grab yourself a hamburger, have yourself a good time. Enjoy the house.
No. Hey, so where's forget to lose it.
Ladies and gentlemen, who's ready for the second half of this game?
Three people. Three of us. Three of us are ready.
Welcome back to Kinsman Field, North Vancouver, for the second half of this League 1BC match of the week in the women's division, and it's Altitude, the table toppers, leading 2-0 at half-time. A very strong and dominant first half from Altitude. Unity had flashes in that first half, but Emma Yee got onto a Taya Dennehy pass, cut inside, showed some nice footwork to fire home the opener 10 minutes in. In the 27th minute, Bailey Dirksen touched the ball inside for Holly Whelan, who fired home, and that is the goal scoring. There's a couple of substitutions for Unity at half-time. Coming on is number 5, Caitlin Cooper. And we'll try and work out who the second sub is and who's gone off. Haven't seen the boards held up, but right away it's Altitude on the attack with Aurora Hughes-Goyette. Now Unity get their first chance off the half. The ball played forward, and just having a look there at Sena Kashima, she seemed to pull up a little bit. The number 24 for Unity, she ran through on that, so we'll keep an eye on her, make sure it's nothing too serious out there. Still trying to work out who has gone off here for Unity. It's a process of elimination.
Players coming out of the game, number 13 and number 19.
So it's Erin Stewart, the number 13, and number 19, Jenna Russell, that have come off.
Caitlin Cooper. Coming out of the game for Altitude.
Chance here.
18. Coming into the game. Coming out of the game for altitude, Sofia Ferreira. Coming in, number 18, Ella Sunday.
Ella Sunday coming on for altitude at half-time, the number 18. She's come on for Sofia Ferreira. Sunday's 5th appearance of this season. She's got a goal and an assist to her name so far. She's going to have to defend this corner. That's a good in-swinger into the 6-yard box, and it's just headed over by Tristan Cornell. She had a look on goal with a header in the opening 5 minutes of the first half, and another one to start the second one there. Still trying to work out the second substitution that's come on for Unity. We know that Stewart and Rizzo have gone off. And it's Claire Bastura, the number 2, that has now come on. As that high and over there from Mancha Sidhu. Kellen Cooper, that's on, an 18-year-old from Abbotsford, a rookie with Trinity Western last year. Claire Bastura, more experienced at 22, from Alberta, and she's got 4 years under her belt with the Spartans in Canada West. Reminder, the officials for this one: the man in the middle is Benjamin Ritson, first assistant referee Oliver Kostanen, second assistant referee Samuel Stewart, and the fourth official is Max Oldendorf. As that one just gets away from Sashima, who again gets up slowly from that one, but now seems to be fine as the ball now comes out to her on the left wing. Plays it back inside there for Sakaki, who went down looking for the free kick. Nothing coming from referee Ritson. Taylor cuts that clearance out. Charity Field now. It's been a good start to the second half for Unity. They did start the first half in the first 5 minutes strong as well, before Altitude got their foothold and took over a little bit. Remember, if you want to get in touch during the broadcast, you can do so on Twitter /X at AFTN Canada. That's AFTN Canada. As Thompson powering forward there, the loose ball comes to Dirksen, who had gone into an offside position as she tucks it away past Bahal. Tight decision there, but I think the right one from the linesman. Cornell plays it up. Charity Field unceremoniously shoved over there by Claire Logan. Field had a couple of talkings in the first half. It's Logan's turn to be chastised to start the second. 19-year-old with so much experience, Claire Logan, under her belt with Whitecaps Girls Elite, playing for Canada as well at 2 World Cups, under 17 World Cup over in India in 2022, and then playing in Colombia with the Canadian under 20s in the following year, as Field just comes back from an offside position there. Few players on the pitch today that you look at and you think, surely we are going to see them playing in the Northern Super League in the years to come. For a lot of these women, they're wanting to get their college careers done and dusted, get their education, get that qualification, which I would always recommend to a young player. As Thompson sprung beautifully there, cuts it back in front of goal to Phelan. It runs away from her, but she gets on it, turns, whips the shot in, And it's saved at close range from Yasmin Pahal. Best look at the second half so far for Altitude. As Dennehy cuts out that pass to Whelan. Plays that forward, looking to play in Thompson once again. This time just has a little bit too much on it, and it's easily dealt with by the Unity defence. They send that up, looking for Charity Field. Always a player that puts so much running in Charity Field. Has been such a key cornerstone for Trinity West in the last 3 years. 65 appearances, 16 goals and 12 assists. And Field led Unity last year with 5 goals. So far this year, she's got 3 to her name, but also getting that key one on Wednesday that gave Unity that big 1-0 win in the first meeting of these two teams. Man, Unity could really do with trying to get Field and Baxter, who's been very quiet out there in the first 45 minutes. They need to try and get them more involved into this game. Field's had a lot of the ball, but she's had to come back to get it and hasn't really had those chances in front of goal. Sunday now powering forward, and it just kept in at the byline. Good delivery in the end. Looking to try and get that to Dirksen, but it's cut out by Unity. And Cornell just feeling a little bit on her shin. And she puts that ball into touch, and it's going to be a Altitude throw-in. Bahal plays that out, cut out by Dennehy. Cassidy Anson, who had an excellent first half for Altitude, just muscled off the ball there. Sadu now trying to get past Aurora Hughes-Goyette and unable to. I mentioned in the first half, described Aurora Hughes-Goyette as an Altitude original, and we'll come back to that as Thompson played in now. Twiston turning in the box, loose ball comes to Emma Yee, and she gets her second of the afternoon. A beautiful finish in the 55th minute, and it's Altitude 3, Unity 0. 2 goals for Emma Yee. Great footwork from Jada Thompson, setting that one up. And Yee, cool, calm and collected in front of goal, just strokes that one home, and Unity now are sitting pretty. Emma Yee's 3rd goal of the season, and Jada Thompson's 3rd assist. Emma Yee now has 3 goals and 3 assists in her 5 appearances for Altitude. It's been a fantastic addition to the Altitude squad. Joined a little bit late after wrapping up her time down in Illinois. Unity though have a corner to try and get something back in. It's a delivery that didn't get the direction that Manchester Sadu was looking for, and she just curls that in to the side netting, and Altitude will be happy to see that all day long. Altitude getting caught playing out the back there, but Ferreira does well to recover. Sadu gets the ball up the right wing there from Bastura. Hitting to touch. It's going to be a throw in now for the visitors. First 10 minutes of the second half continued the pulsating action that we saw in the first 45. And despite trailing by 3 goals, Unity's not going to give this one up. Baxter caught in the corner with 4 blue jerseys around her. Keeps it alive though as Hicks floats one in looking for Field to try and get onto, but that was well dealt with by Beckett, and also Claire Logan did a good job holding Charity Field off there. Beckett with the big boot up the field. Unity in their all black jerseys and shorts with the pink shoulders and the pink numbers. It's a very striking jersey and colour combination. I remarked about that when they changed to that. Can't remember if it was last season or the season before that they made that change. But I really, really do like this colour scheme. It's one of my favourite jerseys in League 1BC. This Altitude one, also good, and it's Altitude that's on the attack just now. Thompson centres that, looking for Emma Yee on a hat-trick. She had 2 goals for Whitecaps Girls Elite last year in League 1BC. She's already bettered that by 1. 4 goals in 2023 for the Whitecaps for Emma Yee. Just looking to try and match that this afternoon. Sunday. Dennehy chips that forward, but loose ball picked up by Yee. Very well read by Claire Bastura to cut that one out. But out should recover. Swarm manages to do and win the ball back. We're getting some flying tackles going in left, right and centre here. These two teams can get very physical when they need to, and there's some players out there that love and thrive on the physicality. I'm all for that for the second half. Beautiful diagonal ball, looking to try and play in Jada Thompson there from Taya Dennehy. But Altitude will just have to settle for, I think, a corner. Can't quite see down that end from my commentary position here. And indeed it is a corner. It's going to be Bailey Dirksen over to take this one. Dirksen doesn't quite connect on that the way that she was wanting, and the long wait for that to get taken ends up coming to nothing for Altitude. Just past the hour mark now here at Kinsman Field, and it's Altitude in cruise control and in pole position, looking to extend their lead over Unity to 8 points with the win. Closing in on that League 1BC championship as well. Still got 5 games to go, of course, but dangerous one there. Can get poked home by Sadu. Unity though keeping it alive. Cooper tracks back to get that ball at the edge of the box. Out to her fellow half-time sub Bastura now. But Aurora Hughes Goyette, too. I can now finish what I was saying about her twice that I've never quite got to the end of. Aurora Hughes Goyette is an Altitude FC original. Played all 4 years of League 1 BC with the North Shore side. 11 appearances and 3 goals in 2022. 13 appearances and 3 goals in 2023. 10 appearances and 3 goals in 2024. She's averaging 3 goals a season. Only has the 1 so far this year, playing in a more deeper role in Jesse Simon's system. A little bit of head tennis going on out. There's the shot, comes in. I think I made that a bit more exciting than it needed to be there, as Kashima didn't really fully connect on that one. And that one getting chased down by Baxter, but Dakota Beckett quickly off her line to smother the danger. Dennehy now bringing this forward. It's chipped forward. Onside is Dirksen. She's got an option in the middle. She goes for it herself, though. Maybe the better option was a little touch inside to Jada Thompson, and Pahal coming up with a big, big save. All eyes on the linesman there to see if the flag was going up, and it wasn't on Dirksen. Time to run to perfection there. So we're going to get another sub coming up here. And Bailey Dirksen, that is going to be her last part of the game today as she makes way. And coming in is Vanessa Tomei. Wearing the number 7 jersey for Altitude. Tomei, UBC Thunderbird alumni. One of, I think it was 3 players in the end that won 3 national U Sports championships with the T-Birds over the last 5 years. And she's a player that can certainly add a lot of goals as well. She's got 4 on the year. Oh, and it's going to be a penalty for Unity as Sidhu brought down in the box by Aurora Hughes Goyette, and that's going to bring a chance for Unity to pull one back here from the spot. And it's Sidhu that picks herself up, and she's looking to try and get her 6th of the season and get Unity back in this game in the 66th minute. Dakota Beckett between the sticks for Altitude is going to try and be the player to stop that happening and keep the 3-goal lead for Altitude. It's Sidhu. Steps up, strikes it well, sends Beckett the wrong way, and Unity are back in it. As the midway point of the first half approaches, 66 minutes gone now, and it's Altitude 3, Unity 1, and Manchester Sidhu with their 6th of the season from the penalty spot brings Unity back into this one. That might be the spark that Unity need to try and launch a kind of late revival here. They've been second best for large chunks of this match, but a goal can do a lot to a team. Unity have certainly had their chances to put this game to bed with a fourth and haven't taken it, and now it has given a bit of a spark here to Unity. They know they need to get something from this game, even if it's not a victory. Even just getting a point is going to keep their title hopes alive. As things currently stand, if Unity get the 3 points from this, they just need 11 more points from the remaining 5 games to guarantee that title. He tries to play that out to Jada Thompson. Sadu, the goal scorer for Unity, plays that in the box, looking to try and get that into Kashima. But now it's a chance, it's a 4-on-4 break here for Altitude. Whelan tried to thread that through for either Tomei or Thompson, but it was cut out well by Cornell. Now Unity will go the other way. End-to-end stuff just now, as it has been for a lot of this game. The better goal mouth opportunities have fallen to Altitude, but now Unity, Sakaki. And Sakaki, it's a right idea for the ball. There's just nobody getting on the end of it though in a black jersey, and that will just easily run behind Dakota Beckett's goal. As we're going to get another substitution here, and making way is number 21 Cassidy Anderson. Coming on, number 11 Hannah Baines.
Coming in, number 11 Hannah Baines.
Hannah Baines got Altitude's first goal of the season. That has been their only, or her only goal so far. Also has one assist to her name. Altitude again doing some pressure here, as they are also looking to make a substitution imminently. Going to be Luciana Andrews that comes on shortly, the 20-year-old forward, looking to add a little bit of spark to this team. Well won there by Field. Unity will switch out to the left wing. Kashima pokes it through for Field, but that was well read by Ella Sunday. And now we will get substitution, and it's Jenna Baxter, Unity's leading scorer, that makes way. As I've mentioned, has been kept pretty quiet today. Coming on to replace her is 20-year-old Luciana Andrews from Coquitlam.
Coming in, number 14 Luciana Andrews.
Played with Unity the last few seasons in League One. 2 goals last year. And another Trinity Western Spartans player. Kashima just overruns that, and that allows Altitude to break it up. Hannah Baines now. Twisting. Trying to find the room. It wasn't coming there for her. She's going to be joined at UBC this coming fall by her sister. who plays for Whitecaps Girls Elite. Tomei showing great footwork, keep hold of the ball there. Yi goes for the far corner, doesn't get the curl on it. She's looking for, and that'll just run behind Yasmin Pahal's far post as Unity gets set to make another substitution. Sidhu now bringing it forward for the visitors. That was a bit too heavy for through ball for Field. She didn't really have a good chance to control it. Not too much harm done though for Unity, who keep this one alive. Long ball forward for Sidhu to bring down, and she's pushed over by Hughes Goyette. It was Hughes Goyette's tackle on Sidhu in the box that brought up the penalty. Altitude are going to make a double substitution after this free kick. Unity will make the one. So we'll come to those shortly. For now though, it's Sidhu in a really good position on the edge of the box here. 3 players lined up in the wall by Dakota Beckett. Sidhu doesn't get on it what she wanted, gets under that and lifts it high and over the bar. Now we will get the substitutions for both teams. And for Altitude, making way is Aurora Hughes Goyette and Ava Ferreira. For some reason the boards have gone away.
Number 24, Sana Kashima. Coming in, number 29, Ainsley Iwasu. Altitude substitution. Coming out, number 38, Aurora Hughes, and number 17, Ava Ferreira. Coming in, number 32, Brooke Burney, and number 19, Olivia Gomez. Okay,
so the confirmation there from the PA announcer. Coming on for Altitude, number 19, Olivia Gomez, and number 32, Brooke Burney. Coming in for Unity is number 29, Ainsley Iwajuk. And Sena Kashima is the player that made way for Unity there. A little bit surprised, but I did say I thought she took a knock early in this first half. But she has been one of their key playmakers this season, leading the team with 6 assists as well, to go with her 4 goals. Graham Roxburgh, though, feels he needs to get something a little bit different. And bringing on 17-year-old forward and winger Ainsley Iwajuk, who will be going down this fall to play her first college season in NCAA with the University of Nevada. For Altitude, Olivia Gomez, another UBC Thunderbird coming on. The 18-year-old had a rookie season with the T-Birds last year, making 18 appearances. Brooke Burney, a 17-year-old from Maple Ridge, who will be going to UBC this coming fall. Whelan can't keep that one in. The last touch though coming off Sakaki. She didn't seem very happy about that, the 26-year-old. Sakaki, a Trinity Western alumni, had 4 years there. has been over playing pro in France and then in Sweden as well. And on the ball just now, and Unity could do with her bringing some of that experience in these closing 14 minutes. Can they reduce the deficit further? Hannah Baines battling away in the middle of the park there and coming away with the ball. Out to Thompson, who tried to drag that inside. We've seen her do that a lot, and that was well read by Sakaki. The long range effort coming in. Nice idea from Shay Taylor, but wasn't going to trouble Dakota Beckett too much. Field now. Nice little touch inside there. Sidhu in on goal. What a save from Dakota Beckett. Manchester Sidhu did everything right there, but full strength. Dakota Beckett punches that one away. That was more like it from Unity. Beautiful build-up play there. Carving away through the altitude defence. And Beckett standing tall to turn that effort away from Sidhu, who is looking for her second of the game. And flag up on the near side there on Tomei. Double substitution now. And a bit of a surprise, I've got to say. Charity Field and Manchester Sidhu making way here. Abigail Anderson, the number 27, and number 9, Macy Slater. The players coming on to try and get something back in the last 11 minutes here. Making way, Charity Field and Manchester Sidhu, and like Sidhu's looked very lively in the last 10 minutes. Had that chance there just moments ago that was turned away, but Dakota Beckett got the penalty that got Unity on the scoreboard this afternoon, and I'm surprised to see her making way. Coming on though is 18-year-old Macy Slater, wearing the number 9 jersey. Played for Unity last year in League One, 4 appearances, scored on her debut, and she'll be heading down to NCAA to play college with Montana Grizzlies in the coming weeks. Also coming on, number 27, Abigail Anderson, another forward, and can also play midfield. The 17-year-old was with the Whitecaps last year, winning a League 1BC title with Whitecaps Girls Elite. Also got 30 minutes against Portland Thorns in the CONCACAF Champions Cup. Has played in now, going down in the box there was Anderson, trying to win a penalty there, referee having none of it. Did look like she just threw herself to the ground a little bit there. And going down right on the edge of the box, falling in it, but the tackle coming on the edge, and we get the first yellow card as well coming up of the afternoon. It goes the way of Claire Logan for that tackle. Don't have replays in the booth here, but seemed very, very close to the edge. I think it was just outside. Referee was right on the spot. And trainer very slow, hasn't been waved on yet by the referee. As Luciana Andrews still down in a lot of pain in the box. You can see from the placement of the ball, it's right on the edge. One step further, that was going to bring up a second penalty of the afternoon, but Andrews winded by her fall there. Thankfully, the 20-year-old back on her feet.
Yellow card by team number 24.
Kristen Cornell standing over this one. Goes straight for goal. It's a rocket of a strike as well. Tell you, from my vantage point here, that looked like it was going goal bound to the top corner, but obviously angles can be very deceiving and end up missing quite wide to the right in the end, but she hit that with some force. If that had been on target, I'm not sure there's a lot Dakota Beckett could have done with that, as that one poked through by Wajcik, but the flag up on Slater, who ran in. As surprised as I was that both Field and Sadu were taken off there, the introduction of Slater and Anderson has added a little bit of spark and life up front for Unity. They're going to have to find something though in the last 7 minutes here. Ouch, I was away to say just happy knocking the ball about, but then turned over there by Sunday. One back though by the home side. Oh, Yee with a beautiful little back flick. Springing Thompson here. And then that little poke in the back from Sakaki. There's some veteran noose for you from Kristen Sakaki. Did enough to put Jada Thompson off and have that ball just run away from her. Altitude caught offside once again. Throw in on the far side for Altitude. Long one up the wing. That's asking a lot for Tomei to try and chase down. It's just going to run behind for a Unity goal kick. Hicks. Nice long ball forward, but that was well read and dealt with by Dennehy. She's been fantastic out there this afternoon in Altitude Blue. Cornell, long ball forward. Anderson plays that out to Wajcik. It just runs under the foot of Slater. Claimed by Altitude though. Cut out by Claire Bastura. Wajcik showing some good pace on that right wing and winning a corner for her side as we move into the final four. Tristan Cornell, the 31-year-old, over to take this one. Cornell in swinger right on to the arms of Dakota Beckett. It was a lovely in swinger there, but Beckett rising above everyone to collect that. And the short passes comes undone in the end for Altitude, as Andrews showing some hustle there, but can't keep that one in. It's going to be out for an Altitude throw-in. Altitude will just look to keep hold of the ball in the closing minutes here, run the clock down. They'll be happy with the 3 points, no matter what the scoreline is. They did a lovely clean sheet, of course, and they came close to getting it, as we get what I think might be the final 2 substitutions coming up here. Emma Yee and Hannah Baines making way. Hannah Baines not long on the pitch. It's a short run out for her this afternoon, and 2 goal. Emma Yee coming off to applause from the fans, and coming on for Altitude, number 15, Avery Tulloch.
Coming in, number 15, Avery Tulloch. And number 35, Paige Payne.
And Paige Payne, number 35, the other player coming in for Altitude here. Avery Tulloch in her 3rd year with Altitude, her 4th year in League 1 BC altogether. Played 2022 with Rivers before moving to the North Shore. She was an ever-present for Altitude last year, grabbing 4 goals from her 12 appearances. And she's got 4 assists, joint leading the team in assists, Avery Tulloch. Is that another in-swinger right on to the keeper this time? Cornell gets too much on that and it carries behind. But yeah, Tulloch, 4 assists so far this year. She leads the team in assists with Sheila Rasul, 4 each. Into the last minute now. Are we in for a dramatic late finale, or is it going to be quite comfortable for Altitude to see it out? Well, they're in the right end of the pitch for that to happen, as Thompson gets on that, plays it into the back post, and meeting that was Claire Bastura, and that could have gone anywhere, and it slices high and over her own bar in the end. And it will bring up an Altitude corner. We'll keep an eye on the 4th official. See how much time is going to get added on here. It's going to be a minimum of 3 minutes to get added on. Minimum of 3 minutes for Altitude to see out here for a big 3 points and a big bounce back from their midweek loss to Unity in Cloverdale. And Altitude just happy to keep this deep in the Unity half as the long throw comes in. It's headed clear. Unity will bring it out. Sakaki now with a long ball forward. It bounces up. Looked like it may have hit the arm of Sund, or just the inside, but there was no appeal, so off her chest as Unity try and keep it alive. They need to show a little bit of urgency in the closing moments here. A goal now would make for a grandstand finale, but can't find a way through, and Altitude will just be happy to chip that up into the other half from Whelan, and it's closed down by Paige Payne. Bit of miscontrol there from Corneo, and Payne turns Corneo and gets the low shot in, but doesn't really get a lot of power on that, and that will be easily dealt with by Yasmin Pahal. We're halfway through the minimum of 3 minutes that's going to get added on here. Beckett just, as soon as that left her foot, you felt that just had a little bit too much on it. It's high and over the head of Jada Thompson. Good tackle from Tomei, knocks it off the foot. She gets a return pass from Payne, and she goes for the dipping effort. It's off the bar. The rebound falls to Payne right in front of goal, but the flag was up on the near side. That would have been a goal of the season contender from Tomei if that had gone in. No thoughts of going to the corner flag from Altitude, I tell you that. As they keep pushing to the very end, we're into the last 30 seconds now of the 3 of stoppage time. And Altitude sitting pretty, but they're wanting another. Thompson wins the ball back, cuts it back to Payne. Oh, and it ricochets around in the box, off Hicks, off Pahal, cleared by Hicks. And Paige Payne is doing everything to try and get a goal, and it's just not breaking for her. The 26-year-old plays her college football for UNBC Timberwolves, and it's the all-time leading scorers for UNBC, and not able to get on the score sheet there, and Altitude just have to settle for the 3-1 victory in the end, and it was a comprehensive 3-1 win. Emma Yee got the scoring underway in the 10th minute, collecting a pass from Tia Dennehy, showing some nice footwork in the box before curling one into the far corner. Holly Whelan got a touch from Bailey Dirksen in the 27th minute to make it 2-0. Emma Yee got her second of the game. Jada Thompson getting the assist on that in the 55th minute. And then in the 66th, Mancha Sadhu firing home from the spot, giving Unity some hope, but they couldn't add to that. It finishes Altitude 3, Unity 1. Altitude moved to 30 points at the top of the League 1BC standings. They are 8 points clear now of Unity. They have played a game more. They are 5 points clear of Vancouver Rise Academy, but they have a game in hand on the Rise. By my reckoning, they need, because they would have the tiebreakers, potentially, definitely 11 points from their final 5 games, clinches the League 1BC title for Altitude. 10 would probably do it, and depending on results elsewhere, they might even need less than that. And you can see Altitude back in action next Sunday on League 1BC's YouTube channel. It's the featured game again next Sunday as they take on TSS Rovers. I've been Michael McCall. Stay with us here on League 1BC YouTube. The men's match between these two sides coming up at 3:30, and it's a big one for Altitude as they try and keep their title hopes alive in the men's division as well. I'll have the call for that one at 3:30. If you're not going to join us for that, thank you for spending your Sunday afternoon with us, and I'll catch you at the pitch again soon.